I'm your host with depression, Brandon Garza.
And I'm your other host with crippling social anxiety, Charlize Herman. Welcome to the 4th episode of Not Your Normal Comedy Podcast. Today we're joined with the dream couple, the power couple of Gen Z.
The couple that makes me want to end my life.
What generation are we?
We're Gen Z. Yeah, we're like the first round of Gen Z.
Because in Waylon's class, he was like the iGen, because you guys love you some you. Because apparently, hi.
Oh yeah, let's introduce these guys first. Here in yellow, we got
Sylvia. I thought you were saying my name. Hi, Sylvia Torres.
And then we have her lovely boy.
Gang. Go.
Your name.
Oh, it's Gabe.
Yeah,
that's all.
We're not freaking
That's all.
That's all.
Gabe, that's all. Last name, that's all.
I don't want people stealing my name.
We didn't say your last name.
It's Gabe.
Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, because I'm just going to start,
we're
I'm just going to go ahead. As Waylon was talking, our generation is the iGen. One person explained it's because this is the most selfish generation.
Oh,
but as Gabe
iPhones.
explained, it's because of iPhones. So there's two meanings. There are two actual meanings.
Huh.
The iPhones, because there's so many iPhones and there's so much technology with just the letter I in front of it. And because apparently
iPads,
we're super
iHomes.
selfish. Huh?
iHome?
Yeah, iHome.
Yeah, iHome.
Yeah, it's a product.
Yeah, iHome is it's like
Weird.
It's like a knockoff of certain items.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like
An
something to get rid of
actual
homeless people.
Question: Can we just talk about how that stuff is so creepy to have in your house?
What?
Like to have just a full technology house, automated locks,
Like Alexa and
temperature.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get those.
It's creepy because I've seen WALL-E and
They're
that
always
steering
listening.
wheel. That steering wheel just took control, you guys. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. What was he called? Otto. His name was Otto, wasn't it?
It was called Otto.
It was just Otto.
Society as we know is probably gonna get corrupted because of how much technology we are.
No,
producing
man,
into our
you
lives.
can't be discriminatory towards the bots. Okay, have you played Detroit Become Human?
No, they're amazing. I love the bots because they do everything I don't want to
Androids.
do.
They're called androids. I just couldn't remember the name for a second.
Listen, I have the same philosophy about technology as I do earthquakes. If I die at the hands of a robot, that's just how I go.
You hear that, Siri?
I like how a comparison between fear of earthquake and robot. AI simulation compared to an earth trembling because it's dying.
Well, it's because we're in California. We could just fall into the ocean at any time.
It's happening now!
Like, that's it.
But then one of these days it's actually going to be a San Andreas, and then people are going to be like, oh, haha, oh, she was right.
I hope it happens in the middle of our podcast.
Imagine someone's listening to this one in the future, and it's oh my god, it's actually happening. San Andreas is actually happening.
We're on the fault line, so we'll be affected quite a bit.
Yeah, we're literally going to be cracked and open. Hemet's literally going to be cracked.
Yeah, no.
When I was younger, I had this fear that San Andreas would cause the oceans to flood us, but I was like, but we're fine, because we're in a valley, so we just got to swim all the way up, and we'll be like a giant bowl. Mind you, I was like 10. I was like 10.
Wait, hold up. Wait.
What does it matter? We can just swim.
Wait, you mean we can't swim up if the valley fills with water?
Well, no. When I was a kid, I was saying because it would fill up with water, we would just be like, oh, well, there's the top, just swim and we'll be safe.
It's
because that's
too far up.
You're saying that like it's a preposterous idea. I full-heartedly believe in this. Are you telling me you can't do this?
What do you mean? I can't. Wait, what? I'm confused by what you're asking.
Like, you can't, if the bowl fills with water, you can't swim up.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying you could. If the bowl
fills...
then
why are you making it seem like...
No, I wasn't. No, what I was saying, if the valley is like a giant bowl. Yes, there's an opening somewhere, but because it's like,
when it fills up, she thinks it's like a fishing bowl.
And I was like, well, a solution, we can all just swim up to the top, and we can breathe, and we'll be fine. We'll just have to grab some, driftwood or something. But now that I'm 10 years older than when I had this mentality, I realized what a dumbass I was as a child.
Just get a pool noodle and...
Honestly, no, I have my little pool things in the front. I've always thought just grabbing it and just waiting.
Just waiting.
The pool, just waiting for it to come.
But then you have to remember, there was
debris and stuff, and to pop it. It's just, that's the scariest
The
thing.
scene in Moana in which she first goes into the ocean and, her foot gets stuck in coral and it's thrashing her back is one of the reasons why the ocean, terrifies me. No. But I love the ocean. I love the beach. I love touching the water. I love being like, hey, splish splash. But then I fear going too far will drag me like Moana, and I don't want to do that because I know I'm not the chosen one. I'm some kid in California who happened to be born here.
Do you think there might be actually people that have specific...
They're called mermaids, Brandon.
Fish people.
No, not fish people. Like,
it's called the Mariner. Have you ever been to Universal Studios?
No.
But think about it, like...
Why are you pulling up my scrunchie? This is not very cash money of you.
Oh my god, no.
So
our ratings went
yesterday,
in the negative zone.
Yesterday, my sister, we have these like season passes to Castle Park because they were like $30, and considering for what it's worth, okay, so it's not really worth much. But we went yesterday, and there's this worker named Kyle.
Ooh.
Kyle, if you ever hear this, you were pretty cash money. But he was this because he kept saying cash money.
That's like old.
I know it's really old, but because he kept saying it, it's why I'm referencing it. So yesterday we go on this. Do you know what the scrambler is? You sit in this. Yeah, and as the units itself are spinning, the main attraction is spinning, and you're nearly hitting the wall, and you just keep scrambling. So that is one of my favorite rides. We go on.
Kind of basic.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's just, like, I'm not one for roller coasters because of my anxiety, and I have a really bad stomach, so, like, I would love to experience roller coasters. I was this close, fingers almost touching, this close to going on the Incredicoaster at Disney this past weekend, but I couldn't because of what?
Oh no, I just noticed it getting very quiet.
Oh yeah, because I don't want to speak too loud, because see, now that I'm closer, but now that I'm further away.
But that's real small.
Yeah. But I want it to be like right here.
But anyways, long story short, this guy was like super nice. He was like, if you want to go faster, put your hands up, but if you want to get down, just put your thumbs down and I'll see you. I was like, this is a really nice guy.
Amazing.
And in the ride, the person who goes in last is the one who's going to end up getting squished because of the force of pushing you.
Yeah.
So we had my nephew Josh with me, my niece Jade, and my niece's best friend Kalili.
Okay. And
he sat with us because, you know, he's older, so he wanted to be with the big kids. And Kyle was like, so, who's going to get squished? And I turned to Gabe real fast. I was like, I'm the girlfriend, so you have to get squished. And he's like, ooh, dang, cash money, guys, let's go. And I was like, Kyle, sir. But then later in the day, my niece and my nephew were kind of having a little argument because, you know, kids. And she wanted to go on one ride, but then ended up wanting to go on another with her best friend. So then Gabe went with my nephew on the boat ride that just swings side to side. And Kalili, Jade, and I ended up walking to this other ride called the Tilt-A-Whirl. Mm-hmm. And Kyle switched shifts, so he was no longer on Scrambler, he was now on Tilt-A-Whirl. And he was only spinning our, cart faster than everybody else's because he was just being kind to us. And, he made the ride, which was only supposed to be about...
I want to be kind to you and making you spin faster.
Yeah, but the kids loved it, and I loved it too. It was whoa. So...
Ooh, someone's knocking on the door.
What's up, Kathy? Okay, Kathy.
Okay, is there anything? I'm going there just for some candy or something. Do you want anything like that yourselves?
No, we're okay. Thank you, Kathy.
You're okay?
Yeah, we're good. Thank you so much.
I'm keeping that on the podcast, I hope you know.
That was wholesome and sweet.
She's so sweet. How old is she?
She's... I don't know.
Okay,
she's pretty old.
I had to
guess she's 70. No, 60.
Oh, she's so sweet.
Yeah. No. She moved in with us. Her husband died 2 years ago. She needed a place to stay. She was staying in this awful apartment before where they treated her awfully. She had a corner in a room with her big iguana. It's have you ever seen Jessie?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Kipling?
Yes.
Or Mrs.
That
Kipling?
big. It's in her room.
That's
right now.
not an iguana. That's a Komodo dragon.
Oh well, it's an iguana. It's huge.
Oh, okay, it's just a giant iguana.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She has it with her. It's really sweet. Won't hurt anyone. But like I was saying,
I guess you could say that iguana's pretty cash money.
Since her husband died.
Oh,
okay. She's been very lonely and stuff. So my parents did a roommate because we were poor and we were about to lose the house. So we took her in. And she turned out to be very sweet. She gave me a big old bag of candies.
Were they hard candies?
No,
the strawberry ones?
The candies you see in there. Those are the candies. I have big bags in the fridge.
Like the Reese's and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright.
There's big bags in the fridge. Really sweet girl. Really sweet lady.
My
Takes me to work sometimes when I can't afford an Uber.
Oh.
Really nice. I love her.
She's so sweet. Everyone needs to get a Kathy in their life.
But one thing, there's one complaint.
What?
She comes out in the weirdest times. We'll be angry at each other and fighting, and she'll come out and tell a story.
Aw, that's probably just her keeping the peace.
But we love it,
remember once, I was just using the bathroom, and it was 2 a.m. We were recording our podcast, and she comes in, and I was just like, it is 2 a.m. What is she doing?
Yeah, she, like, love her, but she's the strangest, interesting woman you'll ever meet in your
What's
life.
the best thing about her, then?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
So, what else were we supposed to be talking about? Because I kind of just went on the tangent of Kyle and
we're talking
the
about
ocean.
you. We're gonna give, like, basic information, like, what do you do?
That sounds boring. What's the most weirdest thing that's happened to you in your life? I'm kidding.
That's actually
Just kidding.
that was a really loud. I apologize, but the
fine.
weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, I fell forward and hit my head on a pull-up bar in the 3rd grade. I have a scar on my eyebrow, so yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
Be prepared.
Every
I was
every
hoping
now
you
and
would
then
do
it looks really prominent.
Because I'll brush it and I'll trim my eyebrow hair. So
Just a flex.
yeah, because like my grandpa absolutely loves my scar. He said it's cute. He's like, one day when you're famous, that's how people are gonna remember you. I was like, I hope it's more than just the scar. But if it's just the scar, I'm okay with that. So long story short, boys were digging holes in the wood chips, and that's a big no-no. And they saw me and my 2 friends walking, and they're like, "Hey, girls, cooties." So the boys ran away, and I was wearing flats and a dress, or like a skirt or whatever, and I did not see the hole. Flats got stuck in the hole, and I tripped forward, and then, bah! Hit my head on the pull-up bar. And, you know, when you have a big injury like that, you're in a shock.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting there. I don't know what happened. I flipped forward, like, somehow, or I flipped and did a backflip and landed on my butt, and I was just sitting there. I don't know what I did. And I was like, my face feels cold, so I touched it, and I was like, that's red. Is that supposed to happen? That's blood. And the kids around me just started screaming, or they stopped. They, like, stopped, mouths ajar, and I was like, what's going on? And then one of the teachers at Little Lake was like, what's happening? Why is everyone screaming? And she comes up to me, and she screams, like, covers her mouth, and she's like, I'm just looking at her, I was like, I don't know why everyone is screaming. Why is what happened to me?
I only have blood on my hand and face.
I didn't even, like, register that it was blood. I did, but I didn't register that it was bad, that it was not in my head.
Where'd this Kool-Aid come from?
So, she, like, rushes me to the nurse, and, like, you know in the movies when, like, some kid is, like, walking, or have you guys ever seen Happy Death Day?
Yeah.
You know how it did. I didn't watch it, I just saw reviews. But you know how she's just, like, walking on her campus naked and everyone's stopping and staring at her?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me. I had blood rushing down my face. She was, like, trying to cover it with her hand, but, like, didn't want to touch me at the same time because, like, you know, you don't want to touch some kid's blood. And
then she wasn't doing her job right.
she was trying to, but she was also just, like, scared and didn't want to be liable for anything.
Chicken.
Irresponsible chicken. But, so, I get to the nurse's office, they wash off my hand, and then the minute they put cold water to rinse out the huge gash, like, it was like a 2-inch gash, not 2, 1-inch gash in my eyebrow, I started screaming in pain.
Yikes.
Because the cold water finally, like, you're in pain, you just hit yourself. I started crying. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And so they, like, rubbed my face, and, like, because time is just going so quick and I don't really know what's going on, the ambulance came and the firemen came, and in a blink I just feel them wrapping my head. I was like, what is going on? So my crying stops, and now I'm just like, there's these giant men around me. What are they gonna do? And one of them, because they're like, you're being pretty brave for what just happened to you. Here's a gift. Would you like a stuffed lion with a little fireman badge? Or would you like this lame looking leopard whose arms kind of look like the Chester Cheetah arms that were like fat body but skinny arms, and he had like a little doctor's suit on. I was like, I want the lion because lions are my favorite animal. And he misheard me just in the moment because he's trying to get me to forget.
Aww, so you got the leopard?
But I think I was just happy anyways that I got something to hold on to, and I was like, you're not what I asked for, but you're mine now. And
my parents at me.
I was gonna say the same thing.
So they put me on the gurney. They're starting to roll me into...
Okay, we're fine.
They start to roll me into the ambulance, and my grandpa is parked in the middle of the street between both lanes. He had this, like, old white van, because he's an upholsterer. He, like, has to haul, you know, upholstery. And, and he runs all that his little man Mike could do and tries to get into the ambulance. They're like, we're sorry, you're not immediate family. He's like, I'm her grandfather. She's my baby. She's hurt. And they're like, well, you can follow us as fast as you can. Like, we'll put our lights on and you can follow immediate behind, and they'll know you're a family member. So that's what he did. So facing the window, I saw my grandpa, and at one point, I think I took my hand off my leopard and I went, So in the ambulance, there's this.
Oh wait, they didn't see what you did. You have to describe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I waved my hand. I was just like waving my hand hello, and I think he was just like trying to keep me happy, and he just like did the old old lady handshake where they like flap their hand open and closed. And so there was this nurse or whatever, or what are they? There's a paramedic, and he's trying to distract me. You know what you do to little kids or just anyone who's in pain. He's like, so, like, what's your family like? This, and this. Just asking personal questions just to get my mind off it and share a little bit about myself.
To strangers.
I think at one point I said that. I was like, but you're helping me. So he asked if I had, like, siblings. I was like, yeah, I have 2 older siblings. And I told him, like, they're much older than I am. They're, no, not much. Like, 10 and 13 years, my 2 sisters. And this guy immediately goes, oh, are they single? I was like, one's married and one has a baby.
What the?
Or no, one is married with a baby, the other has a boyfriend, and he was like, "Oh, okay," and just stopped talking to me for the rest of the ride.
That is.
He just stopped. I think he was just too embarrassed to continue talking to this little girl.
That's kind of awkward.
It was, and I was like, "You have a funny haircut," because he had back then. I thought one of the stupidest haircuts were when it's like shaved all everywhere except for the top.
Don't at me.
No, yours is not. Yours is not shaved. No, this guy was like
no.
bald, like
wow.
Zuko looking bald.
Stop! My brother's got a haircut just like that today.
I'm sorry, but like there's some cute ones. Like his brother just got Gabe's brother got a haircut today, and he's got short and a little bit longer on the top. But his is not bald and then a toupee at the top, looking like Zuko with that ponytail first season of Avatar.
I like to call that like the Pidgeotto haircut sometimes.
Just step out for a second.
Okay.
Sorry, I've been the one talking the most out of us two. I apologize.
I just need to call my mom.
Gabriel Gabison.
Gabrielson.
How dare you?
Hang on.
It's okay. You did it.
Should we take a break? Boys out of the room.
Yeah, sure. I guess we could take a break.
And now our sponsor.
Do
Water. Remember to drink water, everybody. If you don't drink water, you're a loser. This has been brought to you by water.
Oh, gross. Just slurping up your... Ew, okay.
Water.
Dude, you know what I think is delicious? Let's just keep talking and then edit out what you have to.
Yeah, because it's not like Gabe was talking anyway.
Oh, he's coming back in. I know, I'm sorry. Well, no, you should, because I was saying let's just keep talking, because, like, whatever. She's like, it's not like Gabe talked anyway. I was like, I know. I just get excited and I like telling
talked
stories.
for that small amount of time.
Yeah, but ask the questions like like you wanted us to...
I have like the whole week.
Couples questions.
Oh, well, no, because now it's Gabe's turn to say the weirdest thing that ever happened to him.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
Are we going to share too, or...?
No, we can do that on a different thing. It's
Got
all
it.
about them this time.
Aw, that makes me feel special.
No.
The weirdest
Well,
thing.
you sure are.
He got back with the craziest dumbass.
I gotta pee.
Oh my god, Brandon!
It's just a lot of stuff has happened to me.
What would you say is like the most wild and crazy, like you think, wow, that happened to me and I lived through that? It doesn't have to be near death or anything. It's just like this happened to me and it's just really weird.
It wasn't the weirdest, but I think it was definitely up there, like, in terms of how fun it was. There was this pumpkin patch that I used to live by.
I remember this one.
And, we would steal pumpkins every now and then, like, every other day. And there's just one point where we had, like, 20 pumpkins.
He's just committing to a felony on this podcast.
No, he was waiting for the great pumpkin.
But anyways, like, once it reached the end of its season, all the pumpkins started to rot.
Shut up!
Wait, the pumpkins.
Ow! Brandon stepped on my foot! Specifically the pinky toe. Shut up!
I don't remember them rotting. I just
Yeah,
remember you
the
saying
pumpkins started to rot and get all squishy and stuff. And then one day me and my brothers got helmets, and then we went out to the field and we just started throwing the pumpkins at each other. we were throwing them at each other like full force, and me and my brother were like, I was like 11 and he was 10 at the time, I think. So that's why we had helmets. We didn't want to die. But yeah, we just threw pumpkins at each other.
Alright, so those were the weirdest things that ever happened to you. Let's try a couple's question.
A couple's question.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like one of those questions where we have to guess each other's like favorite items of some sort? And
that
like,
would be interesting.
like to see if we know like.
Alright,
Cool. We're doing.
We're
this
gonna
now.
do a little thing. We're gonna call you guys out because I did say y'all were the power couple.
Yes.
If you guys get just 2 questions wrong, you're no longer the power couple of Gen Z. I'm sorry.
Gen Z.
All right.
I don't think anyone's the power couple of Gen Z. I'm sorry to say, but most couples in Gen Z don't last this long.
Me and my vibrator, the couple of Gen
Okay.
Z.
Okay. What did we say before? What did we say before? What did I request before I came here? Anyways,
No, I meant
continue.
my vibrating toothbrush. For my
Yeah, my freaking
Oh wait, you
water flosser.
water floss. Oh, those are a thing.
Oh wait,
I was just gonna say, isn't that just swishing water in your mouth?
in hindsight, you could use both of those for
Okay,
masturbation.
cool. So we're gonna cut this part
Your
out.
asshole.
You're into that, right?
Okay. Just
Okay, so whatever I ask you, like
in regards to
Sylvia,
Gabe.
you have to answer for Gabe.
Okay.
Vice versa for Gabe. Alright. What's your favorite color?
Blue for him.
Okay, Gabe, what's Sylvia's favorite color?
Red.
Are those correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sylvia, you don't have an inch of red on your body.
Because today is a very yellow and sunflowery day. It is technically my last day of summer before I start college classes Monday. So
Alright.
I wanted it to be summery. Tomorrow I'm just gonna loaf around in my PJs, my Simba pajama bottoms.
Alright. Speaking of summer, seasons. What's Gabe's favorite season?
Winter and fall. He has 2. He loves the sweater weather of fall, but he loves the crisp coolness of winter. He absolutely hates the heat. I absolutely adore it.
Ah.
So,
I did. I'm so
You answered for me.
Gabe, what's Sylvia's favorite season?
Summer, obviously.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to
Wait.
elaborate the answer.
Okay, so I'm a fall child through and through, alright? I was born in the fall. I love the
winter
holidays
child
of
through and
fall. I love Halloween, Thanksgiving, anything. I'm a fall child. Why do you like summer? It's literal hell on earth.
So my dad and I, when I was younger, I grew up always. I still do it. Like my dad and I have a really strong connection because I'm the baby of the family. I'm the youngest of the 3 girls.
guess.
My dad had 3 girls, but I'm the one who did the things that he liked. So I would always spend time with my dad. And one of those things would be voluntarily doing the yard with my dad. So I would go out in the heat, the blazing sun, and mow the lawn with my dad because he would give me ice cream afterwards. Mind you, I was 8. That was the only payment I wanted. Like, the ice cream man came down our street, and I was like, Dad, can I have an ice cream? He's like, yeah, you helped me, you deserved it. I was like, thanks, Dad!
best dad ever.
When we moved
be
into
nice.
I went to
my...
go get milk and never came back.
Oh.
Like,
It took
just
me a
registered.
second, because I heard something completely different. I heard, I just want milk, I'll be right back. But then my brain was like, you dumb dummy. He said he left for milk and never came back.
Yeah, no, my dad kind of was like, oh yeah, you're gonna help me with the yard. Do I have a choice? No, come help me with the yard in 103-degree heat. And then when we're done, I'm like, okay, now what? And he says, go get water. And that's it. Like, I just...
No, but growing up, when it's winter, my hands have the tendency... I have strange hands, and let me tell you why. When I was little, my right index finger would be dry as Hemet, and I would not know why. Anything I would do...
As the Sahara.
This is the Sahara. I would put, like, cream, lotion, antibiotics, whatever. It would not go away. Now that I'm older, it's gone. I magically don't know why. But now, instead of it just being my index finger, it is my whole entire back of my hand and a little inch of my wrist that gets dry and cracks and hurts. And I have to continuously, like what Brandon is showing me, which you cannot see.
Huh. I have that on my pinky, but the doctor says it's from stress.
Me too.
Yeah, no, mine's just from cold air because my body is used to being in the heat and moisture. I love it. But the cold, like, there will be days where the cold wind blows against my face and it stings. Like, it hurts. So I physically feel pain in the cold. Whereas it's the opposite for Gabe. So, like, he hates the heat. So there'll be days where my fan is at its lowest and he's dying in my room because it's hot in there. It's like a sauna. But he's like, turn the fan up. I'm like, but it's cold. But out of courtesy, I don't want him to die, so I'll turn it back up.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
That reminds me of, like, a relationship I have, like, with me and my friend. Because
Oh,
I go
that was
to
like
her
a
house.
relationship. Which one?
Oh my gosh, no. Yeah, out of
Wow.
all 2 of them, dog.
The tea is piping hot right now.
But, like,
Welcome to Not Your Normal Comedy.
So, I remember the first time I went to my friend's house, for privacy's sake, I don't think she wants me to mention her name, so we'll call her Randall, which is what I call her cat. So...
Is that not the cat's name?
No, it's Brindle, but I'm not gonna respect the cat by saying its name. I call it everything but Brindle.
I like Randall because it makes me think of Randall from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. I remember sitting there going, Betty White, stop eating the cord! Oceanside, get back here!
Oh my gosh, I was about to, like, imagine you saying, Randall, stop stealing the screams of that child and come back.
Oh yeah, so I went over to Randall's house, and it was really cold, like, the first time. We were just sitting there playing games, and I was, like, literally shaking, and she was, like, totally fine, and she was like, you want a jacket? I've been starting to get used to it lately, but, like, I'm still hella cold over there. I bring a jacket when I go over there just in case. But then she comes over to my house.
That's just called being a little bitch.
Then she comes over to my house and she's literally sweating. She comes in like a tank top and shorts and she's like, Char, I need you to turn on the AC. And then we get into my room. I am so crazy when it comes to heat. I literally have a heater in my room. Downstairs in Southern California, middle of summer, and sometimes I have the heater on. And it's like 80 degrees in my room, and I'm like, this is bliss.
Yeah, the heat just makes me feel like I'm being, like, embraced and warm the whole time.
It's just like I'm burning.
What is our next question?
Ooh, let's get to the saucy stuff.
Okay. Saucy stuff. What's saucy?
Sylvia, what is Gabe's biggest insecurity?
Oh my god.
I'm so glad I get to bring this up. Will you be okay with me talking about deodorant?
Deodorant?
Because that is your biggest insecurity.
It's not the biggest, but it's pretty high.
I think it's the most prominent. So he gets worried anytime he forgets to put deodorant because he's a very, like...
Oh, no, I get that.
He's very, what's the word? He just loves being clean, and that's a good thing. Everyone should love being clean. Hygiene is
If you don't wear deodorant, just die. Fuck off.
Like. I love the feeling of going out in my house, looking brushed up and nice and put together, and get away from the mic. Brandon.
For like a quick second, it's just right into the mic.
But today he was like, "Oh my god, I forgot to put on deodorant," and he just has this fear. Not so much fear, but like the thought that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna smell. It's hot. It's gross, and I understand that because I also have that. Sometimes I'll bring deodorant with me because if we perhaps forget, I have a stick for like both of us to like. Stop it! What is wrong with you?
Stop twerking!
Oh, I'll just have an extra stick so that insecurity isn't like as bad. But that was just recent, like the most recent and most prominent insecurity.
Yeah, I get that.
Which I don't mind. Like
smell conscious. That's what I'll
want
call
to
it.
smack you across the face. Stop.
Brandon!
That was not your face.
Someone ass face.
I have so many. Which are you going to choose?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, but like, quick heads up. It's Southern California. It's hot. If you don't wear deodorant, like,
kill yourself.
you got problems.
I hate...
Or you're just too confident.
And plus, I'm a teenage boy, so I'm gonna smell a lot more.
Okay, but you're not like 13,
hormones.
like, oh no, mom. You're 18. You're a grown
no, but like
man.
people sweat. People
I understand
stink.
that. I understand that. It's just like if you forgot, don't worry about it. Did you shower? Yes. Then you were okay. Like deodorant, you forgot. You'll put it on when you get home. Like it's okay. But I understand the fear and the insecurity.
I remember going to this little summer camp thing and I had to bunk with somebody and she smelled like pits so bad and it was like an enclosed area so it would smell like onion and pit when I walked in. I had to sleep with that.
So
like,
it smelled like what Shrek's home would look like.
Pretty much. Just really bad BO.
I have never been to a summer camp.
Neither have I, and I'm kind of happy about it.
Me too. Honestly, it sounds like hell.
Y'all, just be Mormon. They force you to go to these things regularly.
Okay, Gabe, it's your turn.
Your biggest insecurity?
Yeah.
I like Oreos and... Yeah.
I feel like it would be your weight.
Yeah.
Because, like, you do, like, get worrisome about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you tell me all these things, like, oh, I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Like...
I'm not even mad that he brought that up. That is the biggest insecurity.
Before power couple.
Before I dyed my hair back to its dark roots, because I wanted a balayage, which is where you dye half of your hair. So the top half is your natural color, the bottom is like red or blue or blonde, and I was going blonde. Well, my cousin decided, nah, I'm giving you highlights. So I had streaks in my hair, and it made me look washed out and tired and old, and that was my biggest insecurity. Every day I got up, I'd brush my hair, I'd think it looks disgusting, and I'd curl it, and I'd still be unhappy. I went to Disney Film like I was 50 years old, and my parents are 50, they don't even look like that. I mean, they do, but, like, theirs is natural and nice, and I dyed it back to blackish. It's dark brown, but my mom was like, black is too harsh. And I was like, it's like, I'm gonna dye it black anyways later, Mom. I'm 18 now. So, but yeah, now that my stupid hair insecurity is gone, my insecurity is the weight. Because I have the tendency to stress eat. I'm stressed, McDonald's fries. I'm stressed, McDonald's smoothie. You saw what I just ate 30 minutes ago. I wasn't stressed, I was just hungry. I haven't eaten.
Understandable.
But yeah.
Now, I know y'all are guests, but we don't want to call you out with, like, your biggest insecurity and then us go off the radar.
So we are doing our biggest insecurities.
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't have minded. I don't know about... Would you have?
What's your biggest insecurity, Char? Let's speak about that.
I wanted you to go first, but
okay,
go off.
Rhett and Link, let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning, America.
That's not... Okay.
Okay, so... I think my biggest insecurity is,
This podcast is literally just teenagers talking about teen angst.
my biggest insecurity, I would say my weight, but honestly, my biggest insecurity is my left eye. And the reason is, it's a genetic trait in my family.
Do you have a lazy eye too?
Yeah, it's kind of like a lazy eye, but not really. Like, your eyelid droops down farther than normal, and in every picture I take, I look like I'm having a stroke.
Yeah. I have the same exact thing, and my dad calls it Martin's eye, because his father, Martin... My dad is also Martin.
Is that like
Martin,
a Hispanic trait, maybe?
I don't know. Like, I'll take photos. If I take a selfie...
I think is that a Hispanic trait?
I don't know. Gabe doesn't have it, and he's Mexican. He's Hispanic.
It's only rare, though. Like, someone just
well, yeah, but, like, maybe it
it's
depends
just because
on
the face
which
is
one.
not symmetrical. Like,
yeah.
Well, no, because, like, there's so many people that...
Face.
Yeah, but, like... Yeah, but, like, you and I have, like, very prominent, like, messed up eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's more
not
like
to
very...
insult you,
No,
but,
it's
like...
fine. Like, people have gone, like, is your eye okay? I'm like, yeah, it's just my face. My dad... genetics gave it to me. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
And if we're taking a photo, I have to make sure I'm on a certain side. Like, I'm like, no, get my good side. I'm not trying to be a brat. I'm just trying not to look like I'm about to have a stroke. So, yeah. And if I'm taking a selfie, like, with people, I rarely take selfies by myself. If I do, it's half of my face, because that half is not the lazy eye. I have to hold the camera a certain way.
I take selfies at an angle, like, so then, like, either my right eye looks lower in line with the left, or so then my left eye's barely visible.
Hi, welcome to Sylvia and Char talking about their eyes.
Oh yeah, when I get tired, my left eye gets worse. It's like practically down to my knees. Like, when I get tired, it's very prominent. My left eye might as well be closed at that point.
Oh, next topic, guys.
Oh no, Brandon, what's your biggest insecurity?
I was about to say, okay, I'm ready, but then I forgot you didn't answer.
Yeah.
So answer, baby boy.
Okay, I thought you would be slick.
Can I guess it? Can I guess it?
Guess it.
Your position in leadership.
No.
It's
probably a physical trait.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not a physical trait?
My biggest insecurity.
Of course not.
Right?
Yeah, you look perfect. Like,
I
of
don't.
course
I
it's not.
really don't.
Because now you're the
That's my second
president.
biggest.
You're the president of choir. You're taking my place, which should have been mine, but wasn't.
T.
My biggest insecurity, nonetheless, it's gonna get a little deep.
Okay.
Is never being good enough for anything. No matter what I do, I always second guess myself. Whenever someone does something, I never blame them.
I think
blame
that's older
myself.
sibling
So
syndrome.
does that like go into your leadership? So like
yeah,
you'll
so much.
Okay.
Like, I'll like think about something and I wonder, am I good enough for the program? Am I good enough? Am I going to be able to do this more? Should I give this to Hannah? Hannah will do better than me. I will always think I'm not good enough doing something. I always think that I am the problem.
I think as you go along this year with your leadership position, you're going to become a lot more confident in that, because when I became vice president for the choir and stood for 2 years, my first year was technically the president, because our president, I would get to his job before him because I'm time consumed. That was another one of my insecurities, my time consumption. Yeah. I will tell you, Char, I got to your house at 6:10, like I told you. I timed my stuff. It was 6:12 when you walked out, because to me, I was going off of the clock on my car. It said 6:10, so I was like, good, I'm here. And then I checked my phone, I was like, 2 minutes behind. And it's
Dang.
if I am not there early, then I am late. Like Mr. West says, if you're on time, you're late. If you're early, you're on time.
Yeah.
So
my thing too, like same thing, it goes into that too. Like I always have to make sure I'm on time to places. I always have to make sure I'm there at places. Do this right, do this right, do this right. Because if I do like smallest thing wrong, biggest thing that's be on my mind all day.
My time consumption ended up doing Eugene's job, and I talked to him. I was like,
Bleep the
"I'm
name.
sorry.
I'm gonna bleep the name.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, I was gonna give him a fake name.
We
I
can
was
bleep
like
the name.
Flynn.
It's
I'll
fine.
call him Flynn because no, that's a giveaway. Never mind. Anyways,
Joan.
Anyways, I took the president's jobs, and I went up to him. I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm like doing it myself when this is your position." And he turned to me. He was like, "I'm actually glad you are because you're doing it 10 times better than I'm doing." And I was like, "Am I really?"
But it kind of upsets me because then he takes the credit.
No, he didn't. He went up to our director. He's like, "Just so you know, I'm not doing any of this. Like, I have been slacking, and she's been picking up the work." And it kind of made me a little upset that I didn't. Not a little. I was furious when I didn't get president my senior year because I'd done everything.
I thought you were gonna get it.
I really, truly did. I was trying to keep my expectations low, keeping my hopes low.
Yeah, I kept my expectations really low. Heck, I didn't even call off work. I went to work because my expectations were low. I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I could.
Oh, so you called into work?
No, they called me in. But I like didn't.
You
go.
had the choice to say yes or
That
no.
was so funny though, because Davis was like, "And now our president," or who announced the president? Don't care. They were like,
I was gonna say it was me. I was just waiting for your sentence to finish. I was supposed to announce it.
I was like, it's probably you.
I was like, Brandon is not here to accept my sombrero because, by the way, I'm the one who decorated, planned, and
it was
put
funny
together.
because they were like, "Oh, the
fiesta."
president is very responsible, and they're always there, ready to get work done." And then you weren't
which I
there.
love you, but that completely contradicted you because as a representative, even though we both had theater, I was the one who would leave rehearsal and tell Sharon, "Hey, I've got a meeting. I'm the officer." He would understand, and I would text you like,
I'd be the one who's like staying
"Yeah,"
behind.
and I'm like, "Where, Dyke? I'm so sorry. That was an accidental
Where's the
slur."
thing? Like, I knew. I'm gonna confess. I knew
you knew.
I had work that day, and there was a couple of days in advance that I could have been like, "No, I'm calling off." But I full-heartedly didn't believe I was going to get it. I was like, I need the money more.
Yeah, which is understandable because now you're a young adult. Like you have a job, you get your own income now. Not so much of an income, but you get your checks, you get your money. Wow, that was like the most flamboyant way to like flip your neck to crack it. You could have just been any normal, but no, you did it the Brandon Garza way. But I completely understand that insecurity because as a vice president trying to become president, I had that insecurity. I thought, am I going to be good enough to be president? Apparently I wasn't, but I think I was. As vice president, I think I shone a little brighter as president my 2 years because it's just a title. I still did my job. I still did what I had to do.
It's just a title. Like, when I think about it stuff, when my insecurities like to eat me up in the night, when I like cry.
I'm so sorry. I'm like talking more than you are. Like, you're here. We're the power couple. I just get excited and I love long conversations.
It's okay. Don't worry. We'll cut out things.
Yeah, I love long conversations because at home I don't talk. My parents are very, quiet. They're in their 50s. They had me when they were in their 30s.
Funny thing is, my parents are 30 and they still don't let me talk.
Oh. So
I talk, but then my parents get
It's just, I don't have much to talk with my parents unless it's topical to, like, what they interest, which is fine to me. Like, I get my parents don't understand the things that I do. So, when I'm with a group of younger people my age...
You start to talk a lot.
I do, because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to share. Yeah. And
the funny thing is when you said that, sorry,
You're fine.
The thing is, talking about insecurity and like parents stuff. The only thing to develop that insecurity is my parents always saying that I'm too lazy, I'm not good enough, and I don't do work right. That's what built it, was them.
Yeah.
And she's been around for that. She's heard it, I think, many times. So it's like...
Yeah, Brandon that's a mix of, like, older sibling syndrome and Hispanic household syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
You have siblings, right?
A little brother.
Yeah.
That's right. I was like, I don't remember if you had older...
Also, my father left.
Oh my god.
So
you're a whole mixing pot.
Alright, let's change the subject so we can get a little happier. What are the
I love daddy issues.
Actually, so we're not talking about emotional issues.
Oh, no.
Y'all want to hear about, like, a big clown moment?
Sure.
Alright.
Apparently, August 1st through 7th was Clown Week.
Check it. Y'all could probably assume who it is, but for confidentiality reasons, I'm gonna use a different name.
Riker.
Riker?
I was gonna say Kraken.
No, that's too cool of a name. He doesn't deserve it. We're gonna
Johnson.
call him... What if we call him Bertha? Yeah, we're calling him
that'll feed
Bertha.
more into his insecurity.
No, we're calling him Bertha.
What's funny is I know exactly.
Yeah, I know
Obviously.
I know for a fact
Is
he's
this
not
gonna be
gonna listen to this
edited out?
podcast.
Because
Oh,
like,
I don't care.
all right,
If it's funny, we'll
I'm a
keep
college student. And come at me with your weak crap. What are you gonna do?
Come in with your
Okay,
high school bullshit.
so-
Doesn't even matter in the real world.
it. So, here's the big clown moment by Bertha.
Got it.
Okay, so
Bernie.
Bertha
Bernie.
is all about choir, as y'all know.
No.
All right. So, but no. It's funny. You sit there and say no, but there's a reason why.
No. The funny thing is, you can edit this out actually. I was talking to, we'll call the choir director Riker.
Okay.
I was talking to Riker.
Of course you name him Riker. You give him this cool name because this director's done crazy ass things.
Yes.
Continue.
His name's Riker. So
is
Riker
pretty
was
cool.
talking about Bertha, and Riker said the reason why you didn't get presidency or vice presidency, because he was supposed to get it, Bertha, was because he was too invested in theater.
All right. So okay,
That
but
was just.
Bertha
I'm
has
sorry,
a bigger clown moment.
Just a big tangent. That was the main reason I dropped out of the presidency for theater. I was in the running against this year's president, who I believe did a better job, and I was correct. I even told her I'm dropping out because I want to be president of this section of the school, which it's my strong suit.
Yeah.
This is your strong suit. Like,
You go, boo boo.
yeah, like our friend nominated
Susan?
me. I said
Doing
yes
great.
because I was like, well, I mean, I guess I could try because I love theater. But
Yeah.
I told our choir director then I quit this running because I care about this more. Still didn't get it.
That's because
Anyways.
she's weird. But here's
Because
the big.
Alexandra doesn't know who to pick.
Okay, so here's the big clown moment from Bertha. Y'all been waiting for it. So Bertha be trying to do choir, trying to take it seriously, got into that special
didn't Bertha
ensemble.
Get scared of me taking their spot?
That's the thing! Bertha was hella scared. Bertha not only applied for, like, vice president, but also president. And they were announcing, like, the lower tiers first and then president
For what?
for last.
For choir?
For choir, yeah. And so they get to vice president, and Bertha didn't get it. And Bertha was like, dang, and all depressed. And this was the moment that I actually cared at the time.
Yeah.
I cared about what he thought of me. So I was like, don't worry, Bertha. You could still get president. Cross fingers, woo! And...
Brandon!
And Bertha flipped. Like, depression tanked, like, right there in that moment. Heart shattered.
And
And
what's
he was
so
just
what's
like,
sad is I felt that exact same humiliation, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
I stood there and my face went from this like, oh, I'm professional, I have this professional face on, drop. It dropped and I just like felt my heart. Everything.
I'm sorry.
No. This is your year. I don't care at all. 2020 can do whatever they want, but 2019 was
for your year. Okay.
yeah, for my year. No. Oh yeah, you thought no. I
No,
was
I'm
excited.
sorry.
I was excited that you were chosen. Like in discussions, I was like, yeah, he didn't make it to our meetings, but he had reasons. He had a job. Yeah, he had rehearsal. I had rehearsal.
he had
but
jobs and low
to be
hopes.
completely honest, his part was a little bigger than your part was much bigger than mine was in the play. So
And to be fair, representatives weren't really important.
no, you guys were. We listened to your guys' suggestions. It just, like, along the way got lost in translation, and then one idea would completely mold into another that still ended up working, but
it was
it,
a totally
again,
different concept. Yeah.
contradicts the leadership thing together. But, long story short, my name was not called, my face dropped, and my group of friends laughed at me. And I'm not angry at them for laughing, because thinking about how, went to, I was like, okay, yeah, that is kind of funny. That's like at the end of weirdest movie to pop into my head. The end of Tinkerbell, when that one purple one.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What's her name? Like
Vendetta? Heck,
I think it's Vendetta. No,
Is
it's
it Vendetta?
I don't know. It starts with a V. I don't know. I like her in later
Vixen.
movies. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
She like rats herself out and then her face drops. That's what happened to me. And thinking that's how I looked, I'm like, yeah, it was kind of funny. But
Yeah,
the
it's just in
situation,
the moment it seemed funny. But
yeah,
like,
but then afterwards, my friends were like, "Wait, this just happened."
Now we get it.
Now
Okay.
we get it. We get the face drop. My dad thought the president's award was me becoming president. I was like, no. This is just the award that the president of this year awards to someone.
Yikes.
After that year, the rules changed. They're like, we don't think it's very fair that you give it to someone who's already an officer, but they made an exception because of the work I did. And so this year they're like, we're going to give it to someone outside of the officers. I was like, that's fair. Like, I didn't expect me to get it because I thought we weren't doing officers. We should probably change the subject. So
Yeah, I didn't.
Gabe
Well,
can talk.
actually, I didn't finish why Bertha be
That's
Clownin.
right. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Bertha just had a similar experience to you. Face dropped and just, oh wow, I got neither. Fast forward a week later, school's about to end. They're offering choir camp. A lot of the people who are like invested in choir were gonna do the choir camp, to perfect their voices.
Yeah.
And then the choir director gave out apps and practice methods and all that stuff. And I checked in with Bertha and I was like, hey Bertha, are you gonna do the choir camp? No. Why would I? It's not like they care. I'm like, okay Bertha, well are you gonna do any like choral exercises,
know that
because you
meme?
are in an important ensemble.
Here's the thing. What upsets me the fact about that situation is he made a whole big scene about dropping out, so then people would try and care.
Oh no! See, I almost.
Are
Are you doing the thing from Madagascar 3? I'm such
That's a circus song.
I know, but like the da is specifically the dats
Well,
is Marty's like.
what pisses me off
circus.
is that's literally reaching for it.
No, see, I
Like, oh my
almost
God.
left because I wasn't telling anybody that I was about to leave.
Yeah.
But Davis saw, and I texted Davis. I was like, "This is what's happening. I'm not being listened to. My ideas are being pushed away. I'm leaving." And he did everything in his power. He's like, "No, we kind of need you." And I was like, "Yeah, but I don't need this. If I'm not feeling happy in which." Like, I don't love choir anymore. I'm not doing choir in college because I fell out of love with it. I don't feel the same like joy. I don't feel the same excitement when I get a new sheet of music. I thought, here we go again. And
oh shit, here we go again.
and it dragged me down this past year, mainly beginning with not getting the presidency. And I know that sounds petty, but it's something that I worked hard for, and that's one of the first lessons I got. You worked hard for something and it didn't go the way you wanted, so now you have to continue on and you can't do anything about it.
That was me with theater.
I completely understood how you felt. And our director was like, "Come on, man, come on, stay." And after a little while, I was like, "I'm staying, but so I can get my honor cord." And I did that. I stood, I got my honor cord. I didn't get any awards at the banquet this year. And I was told I was I was told I was going to get one. And I wasn't expecting it still. I was like, if I don't get one, it doesn't define the work that I've done. Like, I know what I've done. I know my worth. I'm just going to go to college. I'm going to do what I want to do. And life is going to be much better. And the mentality that I have on that now is making me feel much better. I don't care what anybody says. High school is not your best 4 years of your life. It's only if you make it. It's like, if you try your absolute hardest. But what I've gone through for 4 years, I'm not gonna miss high school. The only good thing that came out of high school was Gabe. That's the only thing that came.
The thing is about like that whole situation of like, oh, best 4
Brandon
years
came
of my
out in
life.
high school.
Should we change the topic though? Because Gabe needs to talk too. I've been hogging. This is called Power Couple, not Power Sylvia overpowers the Power Couple.
Ooh.
Well, we have 10 minutes left.
I know,
Alright.
so like we need
Yeah.
something for him
Alright.
to speak, and then you just gotta edit out all of me.
Yeah, quick question. No offense, Gabe, but what did you do in high school?
Me?
I've
yeah.
never really seen you around or anything.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know you existed
He
until
did tech
Sylvia
theater
brought
for a
you
little
up.
while.
I mean, I didn't really care much for high school, so like in school, I just didn't really do anything, but outside I kind of did stuff.
You did track for a while.
Oh, yeah, I did track for a while.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. But outside of school, like I remember this one time I just was hanging out with my friends and we decided to sneak into a middle school. They were like, "Yeah, let's do that."
Yeah, that's fun.
And like it was my first time doing it. So
Was it
I
the
was
closest
excited.
one, or was it our alumni, our old
And
school?
I don't know. I think it was Dartmouth.
I was
I don't
avoiding
know.
names, but at this point we said our town. No one
But,
cares.
We're
like-
just gonna bleep.
Oh, okay.
But like
Oh, okay.
like my
Or
group
not.
of friends like just went there and we jumped in the school because it was like we were able to jump the fence because there's this giant wall we could have jumped over.
Man, sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, but
This is the second time Gabe is admitting to a felony on this podcast, and he's only spoken like 3 times.
I stole watermelons too from a patch.
Oh my god!
Like someone actually caught us, like me and my family, like taking the watermelons.
It was a family.
You know what you should have told as your
family.
weirdest thing?
What?
Surviving 2 times getting hit by a vehicle.
Well, like it wasn't like they're going 50 miles an hour.
I know, but it's still getting hit by
Wow.
a vehicle. Like it's still like a car coming towards you.
my life's biggest bruh moments are for another podcast.
Bruh sound number 2.
But yeah, like we went into school and we dug out a bush for some reason, and then we just left because we got bored of it.
It's more of a
Oh
felony.
my god, you never told me this.
This is a confession podcast. This is not a podcast.
The title's like Cash, Money, and Felonies.
You can't get me, dude.
Wait, aren't you like 18, so like you won't?
No, he's not yet. This Saturday
okay.
he is.
Have fun in jury, dude. No, jury?
Juvie.
Sorry?
Have fun in jury duty. Have fun deciding whether this murder is a convict or not.
No, it's
Selling your
fine.
own bait.
It's fine. You guys are Mexican. You're gonna get kicked off the jury immediately.
All right. Are there any other questions that Gabe could answer a lot more than me? Because again, I feel selfish for speaking, but I
Gabe,
don't.
do you think she's selfish?
I mean, in my eyes, no. 'cause
Aww.
obviously.
But if you weren't dating me, apparently. I'm kidding. I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
do
I
that.
don't find a lot of people selfish. I just mind
I
my own
think
business.
everyone is selfish to an extent. Like, I'm doing this because it makes me feel good. Not selfish in like such an awful, awful way, but it's like this is a self act of mine.
I feel like if it hurts others, then it's selfish.
Yeah, if it hurts others, then that's when you can use the word selfish. But if it's just self-love, like, I am going to use this $5, and instead of giving it to that dog commercial with the arms of the angels, I'm gonna go get me... No, never mind. That does harm to
Dude,
dogs.
those dogs are dead now. Like, sad to say, but they're dead.
Oh, no!
I don't know how they're still being funded. Like, I don't know if anybody actually
What is it,
calls.
like AAACP or something like that? No, that's NAACP. That's the National African Americans Protection Citizens, something like that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised I remember that. I think the only reason why I remember is I'll call the NAACP from Hairspray. Anyways, are there any other questions we can fulfill?
No, I don't think so. I think this is actually a very good place to wrap it up. So thank you, Sylvia and Gabe, for joining us.
Real quick for a second, you said wrap it up. I thought you said shake it up, and I was like,
Shake it
Zendaya was much better.
Wait, do you guys feel that?